What's good, my listeners? You're tuning in to Mindstone Radio with your voice of logic and reason, Conscience Prep, coming at you with a topic today that many will understand, most will argue, and there will be some that will not decipher. But all is well, because I'm going to still come and bring it to you real. So look, man, what I want to talk about, straight up, get to it, is law enforcement and why I believe, I really believe it. I'm stern on it, man. I'm going to just be honest, and I won't hesitate to tell anybody that I believe there is an agenda against African Americans, the black culture. And you know what's funny about it? Yesterday, I seen a post by, I'm going to say allegedly somebody in law enforcement saying that they work in law enforcement and for sure there is an agenda against the black community. But that's cool. That's like a hearsay. I'm going to go into why I feel like there is an agenda, and I'm going to just straight up talk to my black community and tell you how certain things that we should reconsider when we have encounters so that you don't become the next victim. Your son don't become the next victim. Your father, your brother, your homie, whoever it is doesn't become the next victim. Women also, because women also become victims to law enforcement agents. I see it all the time, and it always seems like they make it difficult for us, and they do. But you make it also, you add fuel to the fire when you respond a certain way. Don't bite. Don't engage. Somebody's going to say, like I said, some will argue, many will not decipher. Somebody's going to say, so what? He's telling me to just submit to the police? I ain't never submitting to nobody. I don't submit to no man. I fear no man but God. Yes. Fear no man but God, man. Much love and respect to you, my brother. But my brother, I want my brother to stay here. I want you to stay here. Don't die on pride. How you gonna be there for your family? I was an example for my son, so he know what to do. Nah, man, just play the game. You won't hesitate to play the game with the female. You won't hesitate to lie to somebody else for the benefit of what? Getting a job? So you can play the game against the law enforcement agent so that you don't get shot, so that you have a future. Your longevity is not jeopardized. I feel like there's an agenda, man. When it comes to courts, black men are always losing in court. It's just different. It's a white privilege. We know that. We're the minority. That's a high class level. That's the high class culture, the elite culture. People that oversee law enforcement, people that control law enforcement. People think law enforcement should be their own agencies, like, oh, there's a law enforcement agency over here in this community, a station over here, a department over here, and they just do things differently. No, they're taking orders, they're taking commands from the police chief to the commissioner, from the mayor, from the senator. It all goes, councilman. It all goes hand in hand. Like, you think they put this stuff on TV to give you the impression that it's not real? You think these people just make these roles up? Crooked cops do exist. Crooked law enforcement agents do exist. And they will continue to exist. They will continue to shoot. They will continue to do crooked things. It's not going to stop. It didn't stop back when the Rampart scandal was in effect. It didn't stop when Furman and all them other officers beat Rodney King and they were racist. It's still going. They're taking people in from the military. Young men, fresh out of college. Oh, I want to be a law enforcement officer. They're coming in. They're coming in being conformed and conditioned to be that way. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be that way. It's going to be an agenda. They're going to talk to certain people. Okay, I'll do whatever needs to be said. And you know what's sad about it? A lot of the black officers play naive to it. A lot of the black deputies play naive to it. What it is they don't want to get involved. They don't want to jeopardize their future, their well-being after finding out what's going on. After finding out what's going on in the station. Like, wow, did that happen? Did they just say that? Did they just do that? They see everything, man. Come on. That's a gang also. All gangs know. They have an agenda against the black community, though. They're supposed to shoot us. They're supposed to shoot us. Like, and they are supposed to shoot black people, the black community. And it's going to get real. All these cops that we have in our communities that everybody recognize, Garcias, Chavez's, Alexander's, Dupree's, Shannon's, all these names. People know in LA, they'll hear your names and be like, oh, that's over here. You know, they all know these cops, man. And these cops do bad things. They do different things, but people, you know, community they not telling. They'll file a motion when they in court fighting their case. What is it? A pitcher's motion? Follow a motion to get his information so they can see how many times he's been filed complaints against, so that they can show it in court and say, look, these are the exact same complaints, man. That stuff never works. It doesn't happen. Eventually a person's gonna take a plea bargain. You know? Law enforcement, man, it gets real, man. It is deep. There are a lot of crooked officers, man. You know, and so don't nobody, you know, bash me. Yeah, there are a lot of positive officers. I know positive people in law enforcement. I know them, black. I know them, you know, solid. My sister, you know, she's solid. She's been doing it for years. You know, she holds it down. But like I feel in a lot of other communities and a lot of other officers, they not saying nothing. They not going to say nothing. They can't say anything. What you call it, going against the grain. Also, you're going to go against the grain. But I mean, dang, like he didn't do nothing. You better get your report right, soldier. You know, before they be reporting you on the news. Officer shot in the line of duty. Deputy shot in the line of duty. Yeah, man. Yeah, we have to get rid of him, man. He sitting there want to play good cop and get internal affairs involved and all of that. Even still, man, a lot of that stuff don't mean anything. It's not for us. It's not to our benefit. Nothing is in our favor. The black community, nothing is in our favor. You know, you got other races out here wilding. Going bad. Blacks do not go as hard as Mexicans go when it comes to shooting at cops and doing all this other stuff, man. The Mexicans be wilding. They be wilding out, man. We know that. Everybody know that. Tweaking on drugs and doing all types of crazy stuff. White boys in their meth labs blowing up stuff and doing all types of crazy stuff. Blacks ain't doing none of that. Blacks are starting to do a lot of dumb stuff. Yeah, that's real, man. They killing your kids and dumping babies, man. Take the baby to the firehouse, man. You don't want your kid, you know, but that's a whole nother topic. You know, fact of the matter is, like I said, you know, we not even out here getting down like that. Blacks ain't getting down like that, man. It's all a privilege game. You know that. We not the majority to them. And it's crazy because the majority is the the minority is the high class. And we're the majority group, but we don't team up. We don't come together. We don't do none of that. Y'all don't come together right. There's so many people messed up in the head in the black community. They don't know that they've been conformed. They've been conditioned to, you know, follow Satan. They've been conditioned to hate each other. They keeping these things repetitive, consistent, like they're keeping the pattern going. So the next group of little kids, when they get 15 and 16, they gonna gang bang. They gonna shoot at each other. They gonna fight each other. They gonna do everything that was going on. They gonna hate on each other, sub on each other, everything negative. And it's like, come on, man, we got an agenda against us. Get your mind right. We need to be together. We need to be a stronghold. Look at the Nation of Muslim. Look how they're unified. That's how all blacks are supposed to be. It shouldn't just be a culture, a culture within the culture, a subculture within our culture. You know what I mean? Like, come together then. Let everybody do that. Let it not. Let us all be like the Nation of Islam, but not like the Nation of Islam. I'm saying it, yeah, straight up. I'm not, y'all good, but I'm not Muslim, and I'm not saying be like y'all in the context of your religion. I'm just talking about be unified. Protect your women. Protect the men. Protect each other. Each one teach one. Something positive. Make sure come. Stand up and advocate. Speak to everybody. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the religion wise. It's all good. Y'all good. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslims. Shalom to everybody. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. My conscience brother. Versatile. Educated. And still going up the ladder. I don't want to make sure my black folks is okay. So I need to tell you, man, you have encounters, don't engage. It's not about submitting. It's about making it to go home to your kid. It's about making sure your kid's future is secure. That you're able to still do the things that you need to do as a responsible parent. A positive influence and example. Just because you're ready to jump off a cliff, don't make your kid jump off a cliff. All you do it too, son, when it comes your time. No. Pop, you tripping. Oh, you could have just, all they wanted was your, this and that. Or you could have answered that question. What was so hard? I don't like talking to these people. And they don't like us. So it don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? They don't like us. So it don't matter if you don't like talking to them. Play the game. Don't be the victim. Same with the women, man. You see how they did Sandra Bland? Say her name. Sandra Bland. They dogged her because she spoke out. Something like what I'm doing. Something like a lot of other channels are doing. Speaking out. And I haven't even got gritty yet. Took out the N-word. I'm refraining from using profanity. You grown. You could use profanity, bro. Yeah, but I'm not trying to lead that example no more. It's a lot of words that I kind of get tired of hearing. I get tired of hearing. It's like, damn, why you curse so much? Like, I'm really not into that, man. But I'm trying to be able to reach everybody. Maybe if somebody might be playing this and there might be some kids in the room. They don't got to turn it off. They can listen. Mom, what's he talking about? He's telling us that the police officers are trying to shoot everybody, and he wants us to make sure that you respond right. Don't do anything. Don't say nothing negative. Don't argue. Don't debate. Don't try to prove them wrong. Because it's a battle we not going to win. I remember being incarcerated. It used to be officers that used to do weird stuff, playing with their position, abusing their power, abusing their authority. They knew all they had to do was write something janky. How many reports? I used to work in the office. I used to write the 115s, the reports. And I used to trip off, like, you could tell they added a little more to the story. So, it's crazy. And some of these officers, you could say what's right. Or better yet, you could beat them up. You could whoop them. They know that. But they going to work you while you in their world. It's my world now. It don't matter. You better not touch me. You're going to go to court. So it's like a no-win situation. Yes, we have a lot of intelligent people. You may know the law. But you may have to take a different avenue for now. Okay, I'm going to respect it, man. Let's get this out the way. Slide me the ticket. Slide me my compliancy paper. 115 disruptive complaint form or whatever it may be. Referral. And leave it be, man. I want to be able to drive home with my kid and be like, I'm thankful I didn't get shot. My wife be happy I didn't get shot. My daughter didn't get caught in the line of fire. I didn't have to see my wife get shot. Because it happens with females too, man. We got to make sure we're all straight, safe, secure, and able to make it to see the next day. Thankful to the Most High. Our Creator, thank you for waking me up. Man. You know, but law enforcement, man, they have an agenda, man, that we can't win. It's been said. But even if it hasn't been said, I'm going to say it. I'm going to emphasize it based on I know that the elites are janky. They've been hating the children of Abraham and Jacob, the God of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites. They don't like us. They don't like none of that. They don't like our connection. But a lot of us is messed up and dumbfounded, blind, don't get it, don't understand, still sleep in the matrix, have not discerned the message, do not understand at all. It's a lot, man. It's like, man, you don't get it. Like, it's a lot. Like, sometimes I wish I could just stand up in front of the world and say, you don't get it. Seriously, you don't get it. That's how I feel. Like, you could just stand up as a giant in front of all y'all people and say, wake up. Tell the black community, man, wake up. You serious? Y'all don't get it. Get better, man. Do better. If you knew better, you'll do better. That's a real statement. I understand it now. Not necessarily like now, but like I understand it. It just sounds simple. And it's simple. But black people, we have to be hard. We have to be tough. It's none of that. And it's none of that. Knock it off. Stop it. Go home, man. Make it home to your wife. Make it home to your kids. Take this ticket and go. If they pat you down, play it simple, man. Leave it be and go. Don't entertain. Don't bite. Change your language, man. Be articulate. Let them know you educated. Let them know you cool. Let them know you, man, be versatile. Let them know, yeah, man, I'm just trying to get home. Play the role, man, so they don't shoot you on the back street. Because they know you in somebody's hood and you probably out here thugging. Probably threw a gun in the bush. Where the burner at? You know? Something. You black. You out late. We want to buff you up and do something. Rough you up and do something. We really want to shoot you. Because we ain't tripping. We can. And we have been told to. Tell me there's no agenda against the black community. I'll laugh at you. We can have that debate. You know? And why would you get mad at me? Because I want to tell you that law enforcement is going hard on black people, man. Look at what's going on. We're getting shot at every day. Killed every day. No reason, no consequence. Leave with pay, administrative leave, and come right back. Yeah, man, come on. Crooked cops exist. Crooked law enforcement agents do exist. Rampart scandal, that stuff was real. I've read the books. Labyrinth, you know, come on, it's a lot going on in law enforcement. We cleaned up house. Seriously, they didn't clean up house. They solidified a for sure agreement, an agenda, an objective. Lower the black community by all means. Granted the opportunity, shoot their ass. If they try to get loud in the car, shoot him. If he don't show you his hands fast enough, shoot him. If he move too fast, shoot him. If you win, you either do or you don't. You know, and I hate it, man. I never had real encounters. No, I never had real, fair encounters with law enforcement. Every hood I lived in, every community I stayed in, you know, the police were messing with people, tripping. Always, man, I done rolled up on me walking off my street. I had on basketball shorts and a little t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. You know, I had a 9 or a Glock or anything on me. Yeah, they got some light pistols, but come on now. Wouldn't it be way down in my pocket, man? You rolled up on me. He was already out the window. He was out the window like they was on Men's Society right before they shot King. He was out the window. Don't move, partner. Like, seriously. Rough me up all in my pockets and stuff. I'm like, come on, man. I'm just walking up the street. I just walked out my house. We used to get hemmed up coming out my house all the time on my street that I grew up on. You know, it comes from the top, man. It comes from the elite. It goes down. You got senators, you got councilmen, you got police commissioners, police chiefs, sheriffs. You know, Sheriff Lee Baca. And what's the other one? The Asian guy, in LA County. Sheriff, you know, he done went to court. You know, that was some months. That was probably a couple years back. But the fact of the matter is, there's a history of crooked law enforcement officials that were sheriffs. Baca knew about the gang that he had in the county jail. 3,000 boys running around the county jail with tattoos, allowing inmates to beat up other inmates, giving them knives, and they running around beating up inmates and doing all types of corrupt stuff. Beating up each other, beating up everybody. Like, come on, man, y'all. They was tripping. 3,000 boys, they was tripping. And they had a black deputy or two. And that's what I hate the most about it when it comes to black deputies and black officers, and they don't say much of nothing. A lot of them don't say anything. They act like they don't know. They swear it's not going on. It don't go on around them. Whatever, man. Fair enough, man. But I know just like when I played that video, when I had that video of the guy being detained, the black man, and there were 6 deputies and one was black, and he didn't say one word the whole video for about 15, 20 minutes, didn't say one word. Stuff like that goes on. Say something, bro. Tell him, hey, man, chill out, he good. Hey, black man, sit back, let him, man, just don't resist, man. Let him restrain you so we can get this over with. Stop spitting, stop doing anything. Let us put you in this chair. This officer don't need to be choking you like that, trying to kill you in front of me. Come on, man, you tripping. Hey, man, chill out. You know, they don't say nothing. You know why? Because they going against the grain. They say something, man, they gonna look at them like, yeah, he over here having sympathy for his black brothers. Oh, that's crazy. You know, like you don't have sympathy for your people. All these white cops and all these Mexican cops going around these communities tripping. And the black cops have to impress them by showing them that they willing to trip too. I don't like that at all. If you want your sons and your sons' sons, and you and your generation, your little brothers and all that, uncles and cousins, male people, males, the homies and all that, if you want them to keep dying, don't say nothing to them. Don't tell them nothing. But if you want your brothers to live, y'all need to talk to each other, man, and tell a person to chill out. Don't say nothing, bro. Just let this stuff get over with. Let them go about their business. They gonna put their extras. They gonna be wilding. They gonna be, you know, they gonna how they act a certain way. Oh, they gonna abuse that power, man. Just let it be. People say, oh, man, you telling us to submit. No, I'm not telling you to submit. I'm telling you to be wise so you don't die. To be wise so you do not die, my brother. I want you to make it home to your wife. I want you to make it home to your family. I want you to be able to watch your kid go to school the next day, get them ready, go to work, bring money home, and make sure your family future is secure. And I want your kid, you to see your kid to have a kid, and you teach them so that they know, they learn from your influence to be smart. You know, straight up. A time will come. We the Hebrew Israelites, our time will come. You know, and we have to protect our daughters of Zion. Brothers and sisters, we have to protect everyone. We have to protect the black community. You know, it needs to get better, man. We need to understand. People need to wake up and get better. Think, man. Use your brain. Be more conscious. Wake up. Understand. People act like you have to run from the conscious community, like we some hippies or something. No, we just aware of what's going on, man, and we trying to talk to everybody. Yeah, we spiritual, man, straight up. But we trying to talk to everybody, get you right. We need to get everybody to be unified. Like I said, how the Muslims are, the Nation of Islam. All them blacks look unified. There's uniformity. I'm not trying to say we need to be out here looking like soldiers uniform, but what I'm saying is that we need to show that we're all together. It's the togetherness of it. We need to show that we'll protect our women. All them women you see in the Nation of Islam, you can tell that them guys are not going to let nobody touch them. We have to get that same impression. But it starts with ourselves. We have to be better with ourselves. We have to respect each other, communicate with each other, understand each other. Be happy, apologize. Make peace. If we don't do that, we're going to continue being the victim and and suspect and allowing people to just keep tearing us down because we tearing down ourselves. It's like, if you don't respect yourself, who gonna respect you? Keep shooting them. They killing each other. You got other gangs killing them. You got other races. You got the racists still killing them. And then on top of that, you got the cops that have an agenda to keep killing them. Yes, there is an agenda. Keep killing black folks. You're still lynching them. It's white privilege, not black privilege. They were the majority. You still the majority. We still the majority, but it's not the majority in the context of what real social definition stands for. And what I mean by that is I'm just saying that the elite, the high class people, they're supposed to be the majority, but they're presented as a majority, but they're really the minority. They're really the shorter group. If we came together, it's presented we're the majority, but we're the minority based on the fact that we're at the bottom of the food chain. So that's what I mean in the context of what sociology stands for, or the majority stands for. Unnecessary lesson, but point of it being, the high class cultures, they control everything, and it comes down the ladder. And we're at the bottom of the food chain. We're at the bottom of the totem pole because we're not unified. There's no union amongst the black race. That's why and that's another reason that this agenda is so good to them, because it's like, man, let's keep killing them and get this handled. It ain't gonna work. They're not gonna wipe us out. But it's the fact that it keeps happening. We're losing people. We gotta talk to each other. We gotta play the game. You gotta just, man, when you have an encounter, play the game. Don't be tough. Don't play the tough stuff. Play the game, man. Give your son a future. Give your wife a future. Give your daughter a future. Because they can get shot in the line of fire. Or better yet, they can be the person that has the encounter also. Because females get shot too. Not as much as men, but females got shot. Sandra Bland, you already know what happened. Say her name, Sandra Bland. Come on, man. I'm not trying to tell y'all no nonsense. I'm not trying to tell y'all to be no fool. I'm just basically saying that right now, knowing that there's an agenda with law enforcement against the black community, I want y'all to try a new way to respond. I want you to be humble. I want you to be articulate. If you aren't able to be articulate, just respond when necessary. But be cool. Smile. Play the game. Yeah, man, I apologize for the inconvenience, man. I was in a rush. But it's cool. I'll take the ticket. Is it a 4 court date? Play the game. Yeah, I know they like, did he just say that? You'll be surprised, man. I done got pulled over on different occasions, and I literally don't get any tickets. I literally didn't get any tickets. One time I got a ticket. I was speeding on the freeway, but I was drunk as all outdoors. Yeah, driving reckless, going to Lancaster, you know. But it was crazy, and I didn't see him because he was in all black on the road while I'm sitting there going 90 in a Saturn wagon. Yeah, drunk, literally toasted. Jack Daniels and Coke and some more. But yeah, that was stupid. But fact of the matter is, even that day I got away. Like, I got a ticket, I was toasted. And he allowed me to drive off. He gave me a ticket. But you know what? I passed the breathalyzer and I did everything that he asked me to do. Toasted. So he gave me a ticket for speeding. Ain't that funny? He was so disappointed that day. But I was cool. Like, I was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? I asked, can I get out the car and take a leak? So you got to respond a certain way, man. If they get out, if he would have got out and got in and roughed me up, oh, you smell like alcohol, I would have got out the car. I would have been like, yeah, you right. My bad, it's cool. Can you ask somebody to come pick it up? I don't know. Or where y'all gonna tow it to? I'm gonna play the game. You gotta play the game, man. You gotta know how to play them so that you don't be the victim that day. Don't be their victim. Don't be their suspect. Even in the communities, man, my young brothers, the young teeny bop generation, man, younger brothers, little homies, whatever. Camouflage your image, change the way you dress, change the way you present yourselves. Stop looking like little drug dealers. Stop looking like you out here flocking. Play the game, man. Look at all my pictures, man. It's crazy. I a long time ago when I used to be on social media, right around the time when I created this preppy name, and I changed my dressing, my form of dress. It was part Carlton, part part Kane, some cool jeans on, with the baseball cap on backwards with some French braids. But I got on a button up with the tie, with the polo vest on. I was looking fly. They wasn't pulling me over. They wasn't saying nothing to me because my style was different. I haven't got hit up by police officers. I haven't got banged on by any other blacks. I actually eliminated 2 targets, or two me potentially being in the eyesight of me being somebody else's target. Being in the eyesight of someone that wanted to kill somebody that day, or probably would have shot somebody or hurt somebody or bumped me up, took me to jail, whatever it may have been. I made it to where I didn't have those encounters. I done hopped out at gas stations where people were out there affiliated. But when I hop out, I look like a regular man. A man, just like, oh, okay, he look like he don't bang. But he got a swag about him. But police, like, I haven't had them encounters. I still done got stared down. I done got looked at crazy by police officers. They were curious. You can tell the regular ones, man, that agenda is deep, man. So when you notice when you're in communities and it's like, man, they driving around here tripping. You heard that line before? They driving around here tripping, man. They just pulled over the homie. Whatever it may be. Oh, man, Chavez is tripping. Dupree is tripping. Shannon is tripping. Alexander tripping. Garcia tripping. Chavez tripping. Arcienega is tripping. You know what I'm saying? These cops, man, you can tell. They see it. People know. So don't make yourself a victim. Because they'll shoot you in these communities on a back street. Are you ready to roll home? Half these people ain't even get shot by gang members, man. Everybody think it's a gang when some homeboy or somebody got shot in the hood. I think the such and such came through and shot the homie last night. How you didn't know when he was walking home he got held up by a cop and they shot him with a dirty crackhead pistol and got on. But people thinking the suspects on the case is somebody else and it's not them the whole time. It's an agenda, man. The agenda comes from the top. These cops, these 33rd degree Masons and people in these positions and these blacks and being involved, being the modern day house Negroes, not saying anything. It's for the self of keeping their position. I want to make sure I'm good in this house with Mansa. I see everything that's going on in the field, but I know Monster not gonna do me like that. So I'm going to keep getting paid and keep on looking good to these other Negroes out there in the field and make sure I'm straight. So I'm not saying nothing, but I'm gonna go and get mines all day against my black community. They feel like as long as we divided, we not unified, they gonna continue to do this. As long as we continue to disrespect the women, because the women don't like us, so they're basically here. Okay, so look, there are like 3 avenues of where we're making it already bad on our race. So the procreating is bad because men and women are not really together. Yeah, they're together, trust and believe that, but everybody knows that the homosexual rate amongst African Americans is big. Down low guys, men turning into cross-dressers, trannies, whatever. The women in Atlanta that are men, that they say look better than most of these women, like, it's bad. All that right there, nobody's having no kids. You might get a baby, 2 or few, but you understand what I'm saying. They have no intentions on procreating, Then you have the gang population in like cities like Chicago, Philadelphia, Stockton, California, Los Angeles. I can name a couple other cities, but the main ones. It's bad. Like, they shooting each other every day, all day. There's a lot of gang beefs. Bad, terrible gang beefs. People are shooting each other, killing each other. Blacks, black on black crime, genocide. Genocide, homicide, suicide. So you got the gang issue. And then you got the cops. You got the prisons. That's another one. Law enforcement. You got law enforcement shooting everybody black. Been shooting everybody black for some time now. All this crazy stuff going on. Other races killing blacks. The law enforcement, other races killing black. That can be 4 and 5. Or you can make it 4. And then you got the prison system. Like, everybody's in the prison systems. All blacks. Constantly going to jail, getting hit with so much time. When I was in the county jail fighting this case 4 years ago, there was so many young kids in there, 18, 19, with no kids or with a kid that they probably just had. They ain't got they don't know nothing. They ain't no real examples. They don't know nothing. They locked in. It's a wrap. Looking at 50 years to 400,000 years, like, it's crazy. So it's so much against us already. It's ridiculous. We're not gonna be extinct, but it's just the fact that we busting our numbers down, and we're supporting it. We're supporting it. A lot of stupid crimes. I've been in jail. I've been in prison. I've done stupid stuff, so we're gonna just call it for what it is. A lot of the stupid crimes that we got caught for. A lot of that time we did in prison. All that, man, it's just crazy. Shooting each other is all crazy. So that agenda is there, man, because we're Hebrew Israelites. And our sisters, the daughters of Zion. All my brothers, all my sisters. We got to get it right. You need to pay attention. You need to focus. You need to get your mind in order. When dealing with law enforcement agents, you need to be focused, man. You need to be able to teach your kids and your sons and your brothers and little homies and everybody to not respond in a certain manner that will make them a victim that day. Do not make yourself a victim, man. Be smart, man. Come on, man. We got to get home. We got to get home to our daughters. Like I said, it's not about submitting. It's about being smart. We got to get home. So I will make sure I come home to my daughter and my wife every day. I'm not gonna be that fool. I would be very sad if I didn't make it home to my wife and daughter, knowing I got shot, or I'm going to jail with 2 strikes, or for something I didn't do. But primarily if I got shot. You getting shot, they'll allow you to bleed out. They might call, but when they shoot to kill. 2 to the chest, 2 to the torso, 3 maybe. But you see how they shoot on TV, they air you out. You gonna get the whole clip and a reload. They gonna air you out. It's always gonna be 2 or 3 cops on scene. And if that 2 or that one, he gonna air you out at your driver door. Aim down into the driver's seat, passenger seat. Come on, man. Shoot to kill. Y'all see all these people that go in for crimes, these shooters, mass shooters and bombers, and they go in and custody, cool, calm, relaxed, and humble. They assume you a suspect, you gonna get shot because of an agenda. We gonna shoot you, man. Get over it. If you a black officer or a deputy, we don't care about a turtle fresh affair. We're gonna shoot you. That's what it is. That's what this agenda is for. We gonna shoot you. And I want to make sure that y'all don't get shot, man. I had to bring up this topic. Straight up, I had to bring up this topic. I wanted to bring it up. You know, maybe I didn't have to talk about it so long. Maybe I could have just said it, but I know, like I said, it will be debate. It will be an argument. It will be pride issues. But to the women and to the real men in the black community, the conscious community, Christians, they gonna get it. They gonna know, like, yeah, man, I'm tired of seeing people get shot. You know, to the activists, to the real activists, the ones that's not trying to just be seen just to be seen. No, I'm talking about the ones that really want to talk and say something. They about to start, you know, presidential runs again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man, like, that's crazy. You know, and these people ain't for the black community. Kamala Harris, I seen a lot of people talking about her. She wasn't for the black community. She was trying to make sure we went down. She wanted to see us lose. But eventually one of these people is going to be our president. And that's a sad story, a sad reality. But these people, they aren't elected. They're delegated. You know, they're placed there, man. All from the elites. And we all know about the elites. And I hope y'all understand that this game is serious. The elites is with that knocking the Israelites down, because they all know where the children of Abraham and Jacob. You know, that promise from the Creator, the Most High. Yeah, we gonna go through it, man. I've read it. We gonna go through it because they've turned their back. They've cheated. They were the whore that cheated, and the Creator forgave and took her back. You know, so like Israel, my Hebrew Israelites, man, we gotta wake up and get it in order. And daughters of Zion, we gotta wake it all up. We gotta protect our daughters of Zion. We need to protect each other. And like I said, just like the Nation of Islam, how they present themselves, how they protect each other, how they're there for their women, how they show unity, uniform, you know, they're together. Like, we need to be doing the same thing as a black community as a whole. All blacks. Like, man, we need to stop. We need to stop so you don't continue to be victim. And that's real. I don't want to continue to see my black community being victims. In every hood, there's a cop in every hood that's with that drummer, that's with that bull, that's ready to shoot somebody. Especially if you black. You see it all the time, man. You see all the situations with the other suspects and the encounters on TV, and nothing happens. But they ready, man. You see the videos on WorldStar and all these other websites. They could literally make, and they probably already have them. They could literally make a Vine from the beginning of the year to this day to show you all the people that are getting shot or that have gotten shot. Probably be a few hours long. That's crazy. I want my black community to know that we have to be wise in our decisions. We have to be humble. We have to play the game. We have to manipulate them, man. Play the role. You can be an actor any other time. You don't have to play tough all the time. You got to be smart. Outthink them so that you don't get shot, so that you're able to drive home. Be thankful so that you're able to raise your son and your kid and to tell them how to have that same game. It's still a game of defense. It's checkers, not chess. Duh. It's chess, not checkers. You know, it's chess, not checkers, man. Real talk. You know, I just want everybody to know that. You know, you want to get home to your wife. You want to get home to your woman. You know, you don't want to go to jail. You know, you don't want to lose your car. Whatever it may be, you want to be able to walk home in your community and feel safe. Why you got to be scared when the police officers come? You know what I mean? But we already know now. This is what it is. So, yeah, be scared, but be smart. Pay attention, man. Hopefully hopefully you got a witness around too. But even still, be smart, man. Don't be the guy. Be smart. Play humble. Start praying with him. Pray to him, man. Make him feel like, all right, man, let this one go. We're going to go find somebody else. And I hope that somebody else do the same thing. And then if they just want to start being reckless and not caring, just start shooting everybody, they day going to come, because we already know that day going to come. It's a prophecy. And that's why I made that one video when I said prepare yourselves, you know, be prepared, you know, and acquire self-defense. Learn how to protect yourself. Get your firearms. Make sure your kids learn self-defense, learn how to use firearms. Do all that. Straight up, it just is what it is. We need to be able to protect ourselves. We want to be straight. So when it really go down, we ready. Because if you get ready, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And that's real talk. So yeah, man, it's Conscience Prep on Mindstone Radio. Like I said, tuning in with a topic to basically tell you, you know, don't allow law enforcement to make you their next victim. Be wise in your actions. Be smart. Play chess. Don't let them make you, you know, another number, another statistic in their agenda. And I hope that the whole black community can understand and receive this message. I had to bring it up, man. I needed to. I wanted to. I want y'all to know, man, don't let them keep getting y'all. Be smart. Yeah, bump the police. Yeah, no doubt. Bump them straight up. It is what it is. You know, I don't like them either. But, you know, I got my sister, man, and it's all love. She's solid. She real. And she don't get down. You know, she's solid. She been holding it down with the as a sheriff for years, and she's smart. She's solid. You know, we all got family members that may be in law enforcement. But when it comes to the ones we know got an agenda against us, they not of the black community, white, the Mexicans, all of them, the Asians. You have to respond a certain way, man, so they don't make you a suspect. Don't be the suspect. Don't be their victim. Be smart. You know what I mean? So share this video, like it. Share this segment. And understand. Mindstone Radio. Tuning out with Conscience Prep.